Here at Helmuth Ford, we are a small town dealership with no hassle and no pressure.
Retro Antique Tour Fall Edition is coming up Friday, September 20th and Saturday, September 21st. Embark on a shop-hop adventure designed for people to discover hidden gems in shops and communities in a well-organized and distinctive antique shopping experience. With participating businesses in Oskaloosa, Pella, New Sharon, Beacon, and Ottumwa. For more information, visit brushedbyjude.com and click on the link for the Retro Antique Tour. Or reach out via email at brushedbyjude@gmail.com or call 641-660-2536. The Brooklyn Opera House in Brooklyn, Iowa presents Iowa country artist Jake Simon along with Blake Jack and South 35 in concert on Saturday, September 21st at 8 p.m. Tickets are just $25 and available through eventbrite.com or use the QR code on your screen. That's Jake Simon and Blake Jack and South 35 Saturday, September 21st, 8 p.m. at the Brooklyn Opera House. Don't miss it.
Hello friends, welcome to the library with Miss Amanda here on Steve Shetler Media. Last week we were talking about back to school and how much fun it is to buy back to school supplies for our children. So my question last week was, according to the National Retail Federation, how much do parents and guardians usually spend per child annually on school supplies? And this doesn't just include the school supply list. It includes clothes, shoes, electronics, all the things for back to school. And on an average, annually, parents spend $875 on clothing and shoes and supplies and electronics. That has increased since 2019 by like $200, and I think a lot of that is due to the electronics, the tech-driven classroom. A lot of kids have laptops and tablets and all the electronics now. So $875 annually just to go back to school. Crazy. My question this week is, I thought going into fall we could start talking about pumpkins and all the fall things. I think that's pretty safe. I'm not going to talk about Halloween yet. I know some people are very touchy about when we start Halloween. But my question this week is about pumpkins. So you can find pumpkins just about everywhere in the world, everywhere on the planet. But there is one place that you cannot find a pumpkin. I'm not going to give you any hints because once you hear the answer, it's fairly obvious. But the one place in the world where you can't find pumpkins, and I'll get to that at the end of my segment. 2 books you don't want to miss this week. I am raising a toddler. Sometimes I think she's raising me. But I thought it'd be fun to do a parenting book this week. So this is called Raising Resilience: How to Help Our Children Thrive in Times of Uncertainty. So, everybody says it's hard to raise kids. Well, it's harder and harder and harder to raise kids in this crazy, crazy world that we live in. So, this is a blurb, a review, there we go, that's the word I was looking for, a review from a PhD, Lisa D'Amour. She wrote a couple of books about the emotions of children, untangled, under pressure. So she said about this book, researched and relatable, warm and wise, Raising Resilience is a book that parents and caregivers have been waiting for. Dr. Klein brilliantly translates decades of experience into a practical guide for raising adaptable children who can draw on internal and external resources to handle whatever comes their way. Another review says Dr. Klein dives right into the areas where parents are lost and confused. She lights the way for others, for the lives of others, for greater resilience and fulfillment. So, cutting-edge research, invaluable tools, unparalleled perspective, must read for everyone who interacts with children. So how to help our children thrive, because we all want nothing but the best for our children. And sometimes even kids that aren't our children, like all the kids that come to the library, I call my kids. So I want them all to succeed. My second book is a new one from Danielle Steele. This is called Resurrection, and it's got the Eiffel Tower in the back, so I'm assuming it is set in Paris. So, the best-selling author Danielle Steele returns with an irresistible novel about a woman whose seemingly perfect life comes crashing down and learns to find joy in rising above. Darcy Gray is a successful influencer with her blog, The Gray Zone, trusted by more than 1 million followers for her integrity and taste. At 42, she has the life she wants in many ways. Darcy and her husband, department store manager Charles Gray, are a power couple in Manhattan and on the international stage. Their beloved twins are each enjoying their junior year abroad. Penny is in Hong Kong and Zoe is in Paris. To celebrate their 20 years of marriage, Darcy impulsively flies to Rome to surprise Charlie, who is tending business interests there. Instead, she gets a shock of her life, which upends her whole world. Still reeling, Darcy flees to Paris to see Zoe, but a rapidly escalating worldwide health crisis forces her to remain indefinitely in France. Suddenly thrust into a gray zone of her own, her forced separation from Zoe and the rest of her family feels like too much to bear, until Darcy finds a welcoming refuge in the home of an aging French movie star, Sybil Carton. There she meets a widowed American engineer and former Marine who is also stranded. Bill Thompson is kind and courteous, but also carries an air of mystery about him. In this shared confinement, and despite worries about her girls, Darcy begins to see glimpses of new possibilities. In Resurrection, Danielle Steele poignantly shows how the hardest times can give birth to a beautiful new life. So, Danielle Steele Resurrection, there are a couple people on hold for this, but if you'd like to be on the hold list, just give us a call and let us know. Upcoming programs at the library, we had our Cook the Book for September this past Monday, and it was delicious. So many good books, or good recipes. Our next Cook the Book will be October 7th. We are featuring a Halloween cookbook. I will show that one next week for our books you don't want to miss. Our book club is meeting this Saturday, next Saturday, the 21st, and their book, The Guest List by Lucy Foley. If you would like a copy of it, we have lots of copies available. Just let us know, and you can come to the book chat on the 21st, 10 a.m. at the library. Our book sale, our Friends at the Library annual book sale, will be next week, the 20th and 21st, so Friday and Saturday. It's the same weekend as a craft sale, so if you're out and about for the craft sale, make sure you stop by the library. Their books, the prices you can't beat. It's $1 for hardbacks, 50 cents for paperbacks, $0.25 for children's books, and $1 for all the miscellaneous puzzles, audiobooks, DVDs, all that stuff. And I believe Saturday they're still doing their bag sale. So from they're open, I think 9 to 1 on Saturday. And I think the last couple hours, you fill a bag and you pay $2 for it. Can't beat it. And we have so many books, so many donations. So make sure you hit that up. Our toddler time started back up this Monday. Glad to see my littles back. I'm missing a few of them that are in pre-K now. My littles are growing up. Pretty soon they're going to be joining our after-school programs. But we started toddler time back up Monday, and we'll have those just about every Monday. Look at our Facebook page for the schedule for that. Our after-school programs, and we're also this week. Our kindergarten first grade is our last group this week, and it is this afternoon. But we will have those in October as well, so make sure that you, I sent a list home with all of the elementary kids here in Sigourney that had all of the dates for the entire school year on it, so make sure you keep a track of that. If not, it's on our Facebook page. And freezer meals, so we're doing favorites for September for our freezer meals, so all 8 meals we feature in September have been past favorites. There's a few soups, there's stromboli, there is, what else is there? Ham balls. All 8 meals that we feature in September were ones that we have loved so much. Oh, the Doritos casserole, ugh, so good. But the last chance to sign up for that is tomorrow the 13th, so if you would like to sign up for freezer meals, make sure you get a hold of us. We're also doing a giveaway from our August meals. So we have a half set, which is 2 servings per meal for all 8 meals. And we're doing a giveaway. September is National Library Sign Up Month. So anytime you come in the library and just kind of help advocate for us by coming in, you get to sign up once per day, and we will draw on the 18th for those freezer meals. So if you have been curious about our freezer meals and want to get a chance to win a set, make sure you pop in the library and let us know you'd like to sign up for them. My trivia question of the week. So pumpkins. My husband and my daughter actually carved pumpkins already. I thought it was a little early, but they had a good time carving pumpkins and scooping out the insides, and it's always a good time. Halloween is already in full form at my house, so if you're not quite ready for Halloween, that's okay. You do you, but Halloween is definitely in full force at my house. I got out all of my Halloween decorations and stuff this weekend, and I'm ready. I love Halloween, love spooky season. If you're with me, give me a thumbs up, give me a comment below. But there's one place in the world where you absolutely cannot find pumpkins, and if you think about it, it really makes sense. So the one place you can't find pumpkins in the entire planet is Antarctica. They just can't grow there. It's cold, it's icy. So that totally makes sense to me. But apparently everywhere else in the world you can find pumpkins in every continent. It's crazy. I didn't realize that. But yeah, if you like to carve pumpkins and all of that, get ready for it. Spooky season's coming up. But that's all I have for you guys this week. Hopefully you have a great weekend, and I'll see you next week.